For this video, we're going to discuss 3 reasons why AP is a better watch than Rolex. My name is Eric Rivera, and everybody knows how much I love and celebrate the brand Audemars Piguet. But for this specific video, I even wore one of my personal Rolex Daytona because I wanted to make sure that my opinions weren't that biased or, that obvious. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love Rolex. You cannot go wrong with it. But I want to go over the reasons why AP is the next level beyond Rolex. Number 1, AP is part of the big 3 in the watchmaking world, which consist of Audemars Piguet, Vacheron, and Patek. So, clearly it's the next level, but it's not just the obvious statement that makes it the next level. They just have a whole nother take on watchmaking than Rolex. Rolex is more of an industrial, everyday, forward-thinking type of timepiece. There's no doubt that a Rolex will outlast an AP as far as durability. But in timeless design, it could kind of be a little bit more of a toss-up. AP just has its own different look and more things that Rolex just doesn't offer. Starting with something perhaps like complications. You can't just get complications or even really anything that complicated at all from Rolex. Rolex's boast their most complicated watch right now is the Sky Dweller. I mean, guys, it's not really that complicated, Just kind of has a date wheel, second time zone, and a month calendar. Big deal. AP just has so much of another level when it comes to hot horology or grand complications to really show off what they're doing. It's just another level in the brand. It kind of goes from regular luxury, which would be a Rolex. It goes to the next level of ultra luxury. Guys know I love AP. One of my favorite models is the 41mm rose gold with the black dial. Can't go wrong with that. I'm more of a chrono fan over the self-winding. Both of them are great, but I tend to always swing the bat more towards AP within that battle. Number 2, the brand AP just resembles more artistic expressions. For me, it's just a whole nother level in design and quality. Again, not saying that they're in any way that Rolex is more inferior, no way, shape, or form, like I mentioned earlier. But it's just a little bit more avant-garde, just a whole nother level in fashion and the way that it looks. There's no denying that AP designs are simply just a lot cooler looking, in my opinion, They're just way more forward thinking. I've always felt it's more like an exotic sports car on your wrist, the way it looks with all the sharp lines and the combinations of high polishes and satins and stuff like that really just are a bit more expressive than a Rolex. You hear it all the time. People say, well, it's a Rolex. Everybody has it. Who doesn't have one? You see them all the time. Or people express things about Rolex like saying, they're just too plain and simple for me. That's where AP, in my opinion, just goes to another level. Yes, they got a lot of other models that are not so popular, and we're pretty much going to go ahead and say that the Royal Oak ones are more of the models that we are talking about. But for me, it's just so much more futuristic, better looking, funner, and more of an artistic expression in watchmaking, which is just something different, something more to talk about and more of a conversation piece. Number 3 is when you own an Audemars Piguet, you're just part of a more exclusive clientele. Not just anybody buys an AP. Very few buy an AP as their first watch, and for whoever has, I salute you because you definitely went straight to the AP gang. When you have an AP, it's something that more of the regular people out there are not even gonna notice what you're wearing. And that to me is an advantage. You see, this yellow gold Daytona, anybody will know what it is from a mile away. I mean, anybody that doesn't know anything about watches will know. But you see, when you have an AP, you kind of will appeal more to the watch nerds, You kind of are a bit more into the crowd of people that know a lot more about watches and are in the next level. So as I also stated earlier, there's definitely more to talk about. There's only so much you can talk about when you have a Batman Jubilee. Get what I mean? So AP is the next level in my opinion, and it'll always be. I mean, Doesn't mean that I don't like other brands like RM and Vacheron itself I love, and many other brands, but when it comes to that, I always say that the race is closest between AP and Rolex. So in conclusion, AP is the next level after Rolex. And although several people will not see that, or they'll say, you know, I just don't like the way they look, or they'll say, I can't seem to wrap my head around it, or they'll also say, I can't justify the prices. Those are key indications that it's the next level and that you almost have to be into watches long enough to start really truly understanding and accepting all the beauty that they have and offer. This is Eric Rivera, and thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please like and share. Don't forget to hit the notifications bell till it looks like this.